was away, I have a friend from my work, from my old work, who got a how do you say, like a freaking koi pond, a koi pond, and they left to go on vacation overseas, and they just got the koi pond maybe like a week ago. Like a week and a half ago at this point, right? So they got a koi pond, and I don't know if I ever talked about this. I'm sure you guys assume because I have a crab, a pet crab, and I talk about my aquarium sometimes, right? They bought a koi pond, like a backyard above ground koi pond, and 8 koi in this koi pond, and they thought that you could just survive in tap water. I was like, they asked me to help them with the pond. They kept these koi in tap water, and they didn't die for the week. Yeah, but they were obviously not happy, right? So I had to go and had to do this emergency thing. Yeah, I know, it's really messed up. I was really upset. I was supposed to be... I was just there to feed them, right? But there were several problems with this pond. Right, for those, yeah, I'm kind of a fish nerd. I don't know if you guys can tell since I keep saltwater aquarium. I'm kind of like savvy about fish stuff a little bit. So I went in there with my freaking test kit, and I was like, "There's no way you're keeping them in chlorinated water, right? You can't keep fish in chlorinated water. The chlorine hurts them very, very badly." So. And on top of that, the filter they had in there was for like a 20-gallon tank. It's not for a pond, right? So I was like, oh god. So I had to go back to my place, and I have some spare pumps and stuff like that from like pumps, you know. And I had to go to Home Depot and buy lava rocks and like filter media. I went to a fish store, and I was determined to save these koi, right? So I drilled some holes in this like plastic tub that I got at Home Depot, and then put filter media in it, put the pump behind it, and basically made my own filter, right? And put some like piping in it and call it a day. I'm pretty savvy about like this sort of stuff. So and then I went to the koi pond and I did water change until the water parameters were within, like, dechlorinated the water. Like it looked like it was, because it wasn't treated water and there wasn't like the beneficial bacteria, right? There was like crazy algae blooms, and it wasn't good at all. So yeah, it was bad. And now even tonight I have to go back and do another water change and check the parameters, but none of the fish are dead. So I had to put like quick start and like this bacteria in there to quick cycle the water, make sure they were okay. And I just want to say, don't buy fish if you don't know how to keep the water. Like, it's very upsetting, I think. So now when the friend gets back, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. It's great because I used to be their boss, right? So it's not weird for me to be a little bossy. You know, like I used to be a team lead, so I think it's easy for me to give them a little bit of a hey, you know. So yeah. Just like old times, for old times' sake. I'm like, you're in trouble. You're in trouble, and I'd like you to know that.